있습니다. And next, we would like to invite His Excellency Frode Solberg, Norwegian Ambassador, for a keynote speech. So His Excellency Frode Solberg will present today on the future era of eco-friendly renewable energy. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a big round of applause. 여러분 뜨거운 환영의 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Minister Moon Song-hyuk, Vice Mayor Park Song-hyun, President Kim Jin-soo, and Special Envoy Peter Thompson, who are with us in a virtual setting, Professor Lee Jae-myung, and Chair of the Planning Committee, Kim Yeon-kyum, Excellencies, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start out by thanking you for giving me the opportunity and inviting me here today, and to giving me the opportunity to share some of Norway's perspective on this topic, a topic of special importance to my government. And it's certainly a great privilege to address you here in the beautiful city of Busan, this city that holds a special position for us Norwegians, as many of the Norwegian companies in this country is located here, not least throughout the maritime business. We are indeed in special times, times that require us to change, to adapt, and to face new challenges. Clean and rich oceans are prerequisites for finding the solutions that we need, just to face the new challenges, but also to reach the UN's sustainability goals. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen this even more clearly, as the fight against hunger, unemployment, and economic downturn will be even more important. But sustainable management of the oceans can help us to meet these challenges, and expanding the need for healthier and more sustainable food, medicines, energy, and minerals. In the 2030s, we will be way over 8 billion people on this planet. And to support a global population, the oceans need to become an even larger source of food, energy, and other resources than it is today. The oceans hold enormous potential for value creation, jobs, and growth. However, the oceans are challenged by the loss of biodiversity, marine littering, and other forms of pollution, acidification, climate change, and overexploitation of marine resources. But why is this so important for us? Well, the history of Norway, as it is with the Republic of Korea, is the history of the oceans. For centuries, Norwegians have lived by and off the seas. And for as long as there have been Norwegians, there have been fishermen and seafarers. The ocean is a central part of our identity. More than 2/3 of Norwegian export revenues come from coastal and ocean-based activities, fisheries, aquaculture, shipping, and energy. But we see there's still a large untapped potential in the oceans, not least in Arctic waters. Norway wants to take responsibility and to take a leading role internationally to secure a future where our oceans can provide more of the resources that the world needs, at the same time as sustainability is secured. But in order to achieve this, we have to work together, both bilaterally and multilaterally. The cooperation with the Republic of Korea is excellent. And as recent in July, we had a very successful roundtable here in the beautiful city of Busan with key actors from Norway and South Korea, including ministers and former Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, to discuss future cooperation between our countries in this important area. And on the multilateral scene, many events and initiatives are being taken. Norway organized our Ocean Conference in Oslo last October, where Minister Moon participated. And as was mentioned by Peter Thomsen, in 2019, the Norwegian Prime Minister Solberg took the initiative to establish a high-level panel for sustainable ocean economy, composed of presidents and prime ministers from 14 ocean and coastal states, representing all continents, to find solutions to how to strike a balance between clean and healthy oceans and the sustainable use of ocean resources. The high-level panels, its aim is to show that it's fully possible to combine a prospering ocean-based economy with a healthy marine environment, as long as solid environmental standards are in place. Keywords are knowledge, sustainable ocean management, and partnerships. According to the OECD, the blue economy, that is the economy activities relying on the oceans, can double by 2030. But this presupposes good management and sustainability. However, to build a sustainable ocean economy, we must stop the degradation of marine ecosystems and improve the environmental status of the oceans. This will require, as I already mentioned, close international cooperation and not least greater political commitment worldwide. Pollution of the oceans by marine litter and microplastics is one of the fastest growing environmental concerns of our time. Plastic litter traveling by oceans currents knows no borders and is now found, as also Mr. Thompson said, in the most remote places on our planet. Marine litter is truly a global problem that requires global solutions. In 2018, the Norwegian government launched a new $200 million development program to combat marine litter and microplastic. This is going towards supporting sustainable production and use of plastic, clearing waste, and responsible waste management in our partner countries. And Norway is also working for stronger global commitments to prevent and to reduce marine littering. There is a need for a global agreement on marine litter, covering the whole life cycle of plastics. And we are hoping for broad support on this matter. In Norway, we are trying to do our part to protect the oceans. Our ambition is to achieve a low-emission society in 2050, where we have reduced emissions dramatically from our level in the 1990s. And we have made a commitment to cut emissions from domestic shipping and fishing by half by 2030. To maintain the balance between conservation and consumption, we rely on integrated, ecosystem-based and knowledge-based management plans for Norway's sea areas. And a key factor in our ocean policy has been to recognize the interdependence between sustainable use and protection of marine ecosystems. We have developed integrated management plans for all our ocean areas that are intended at facilitating value creation and at the same time protect the marine environment. And we consider it's part of our responsibility as a steward of marine areas to maintain healthy ecosystems, clean seas, and clean coastline. And that is why Norwegian seafood is clean, sustainable, and healthy. If we are to reach our objective of a low-emission society and also reach our objective of clean and healthy oceans, we must successfully develop, adapt, and implement new technologies in several areas. In Norway, a solid part of the COVID-19 crisis packages have been directed towards supporting private businesses transitioning into the green economy. That includes green shipping, hydrogen, battery technology, and the circular economy. And change in these sectors is happening fast. The cruise ship operator Hurtigruten has launched the world's first hybrid electric expedition cruise ships. And a Norwegian ferry company is now constructing the world's first car ferry sailing on hydrogen, which will be ready next year. And in 2022, Norway will have more than 70 zero-emission ferries sailing entirely on batteries. But this change is not happening by itself. The government must contribute and has created a sound framework for businesses, establish new regulations, and providing the necessary finance needed to support the development of new, green, and innovative technologies. Friends, as with climate change in general, the oceans know no borders, and therefore international cooperation is key to solve the many serious challenges we face. Our common objective must be to secure healthy and prosperous oceans through better ocean management. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused a severe economic downturn, but the work and our ambitions to building sustainable oceans must not stop. On the contrary, it's more important than ever to ensure that post-pandemic reconstruction accelerates the transition to a sustainable maritime economy. I believe both the Republic of Korea and Norway, together with the international society, will enjoy great benefits of working together to enhance our efforts to achieve a sustainable ocean economy through better ocean management, political leadership, and close cooperation. I now look forward to having a close and very dear dialogue on these topics, and I wish you all a very successful World Ocean Forum. Thank you very much for having me.